Okay, so before going into the video, I wanted to give a little bit of context. One of my best friends is Leonard, and I want to give him a good gift for his birthday. As I was searching for things that we both love, one struck my head. This thing is Meshugggah. So, if you don't know them, they basically revolutionized metal by making music that went very far for the genre, by using math to create amazingly complex but equally groovy tracks, like the most famous one, Lead. Here is the idea I had. Create a piece inspired by Meshugggah using opus models. In this video, I will explain the entire process of creation, what I used, and will explain line by line the code that allowed me to generate the sound. But before we begin, I need to explain two different composition methods that Meshugggah uses. For this part, I based myself on Jonathan Pieslak's study, Recasting Metal, Rhythm and Meter in the Music of Meshugggah, as well as the video of YouTuber Mathémusique, who explain it clearly and precisely. You will find all this in the description down below. To begin, let's talk about forced realignment. Here's how I could explain it. The guitar and bass play a pattern of irregular duration, and after 4, 8 or 16 bars, this pattern is cut off. Let's take a look at the song Opposite. Here we have 16 measures of 4 beats, which is equal to 64 quarter notes, and a pattern that is 17/16th note long. This pattern can be played 3 times before it is cut. There are then 13/16th notes left at the end, before starting it again. Meanwhile, the drums play a simple 4-beat pattern. To continue, I will not talk about Meshuggah's tendency not to start at the beginning of the pattern. To better explain, let's take the song New Millennium Selling Christ as an example. Here again, we have 8 measures of 16/16th note, which is equal to 128/16th note. Here is a pattern of 23/16th note that is played 5 times before it is cut. However, Meshugggah added a twist by starting the pattern with an additional 10/16th note, causing the pattern to shift. When combined with the forced realignment, it creates this unique rhythmic division. 128 equals 10 plus 23 times 5 plus 3. I've only scratched the surface of Meshugggah here. If you want more information on them, I've added links in the description. Now that you understand some of the composition methods that they use, I'm going to explain how I compose my own track using these methods and the software opus models. Like I said, my friend's name is Leonard. I also wanted to find a good rhythm for my song. So I took the name Leonard, converted it to Morse code. Here is what it gives. I then converted the Morse code to binary, which gives us this. And finally, I converted the binary code into rhythm, and here is the result. We have a nice 47 bits long rhythm. Pretty long, right? If you don't know opus modus, It is an algorithmic composition software based on the Lisp programming language. It is an extremely powerful software that can allow you to explore music the way you want using algorithm. Before explaining the code, I want to say that for this I'm using the GGG model and massive drum, and I also use the AMH, so the Ample Metal Eraser for the guitars. I'm also using for the bass, the Gin Bass plugin, so you'll find all this in the description. So I will now explain the code. I just want to say that it's the tool. It is not exactly my song. It's the tool, the algorithm that allow me to compose the song. So you will see that it's not the same. You will see the result at the end of the demonstration. If you want to experiment with it, you will find a link in the description when you can download it and experiment if you want to change some parameters. So to start, we have the definition of the division values for the binary list. So we use the function random sum. He has divides 48 with only these numbers here. So 11, 16, 12 and 14. After that, so it's the definition and division according to the master div here of a binary list for the rhythmic generation of the kick. So if you can see here that it's the binary code that you saw earlier in the video, and we use the function gen divide with the master div here with parameters to generate the kick, the bass rhythm. After that, retrieving the total length of the binary list here, and it's bin kick without division. So we use the function flatten here for bin kick. So after definition and extension with the gentrim function of a binary list for the snare and division according to master div. So it's basically the same as here. We have the binary here list with the gentrim function, but we gen divide it, but we use the function gentrim here because it has to have the length of the len here, the bin kick. That's why we're using the gen divide function. And here it's the same for the bass, the guitar rhythm, and the glide, but we use the gen binary Euclidean function with these parameters here. So it's the same as here, but with just a different function. And you can see here that I'm using the bin kick rhythm for the guitar rhythm. That's because in Meshugggah song, you will see that usually the kick follows the guitar rhythm. So that's why I did that. So that's why. After that, after all of this, we will map the binary values of the different lists to a basic rhythmic value. So here I use a 16th note, which will return the rhythm from the binary list here, but map with a 16th note. After that, we're defining an accentuation value for the dynamics, and here we use we assemble with the function make the parameters of rhythm and notes, and we then apply the different accent with the gen accent function here. Since we have not specified dynamic values, it defaults to mezzo forte. I did this for the kick, the snare, the craft, the guitar one, the bass, and the guitar lead. So with these different parameters that you see here. And finally, so here this is the definition of the score with first the header, including the time signature, key signature, etc. So it's here when all the instruments are managed with a quick FM. So I can show now the result. So it is just a simple section of the song, but you can already see the result. It's sound quite good. It's not perfect, so if you want to experiment with the code or use the code, you will find a link in the description, and you will also have to buy Opus Modus to experiment with it. But as you can see, it's a very powerful tool, and I highly recommend it to you. It's very useful, really. If you want to hear the song, I did a link to SoundCloud in the description, and you can also learn Opus Modus with Composer Workshop. It's a website full of lessons that can help you to learn Opus Modus. Thank you for watching this video. It was a big project for me, but I loved doing it. It was very good for me. You can put a like and subscribe if you love it. And I will see you in the next one.